it's a temporary blessing for a short time frame, man. Okay, he's only dealing with the house of Israel from a concept of everlasting.
It says, except the Lord keep the city, the watchman waketh but in vain. And then going back to your point earlier, and everyone that builds inside of Esau's kingdom, you know, and expected to last, they're building in vain. You know, all these people that got these businesses and corporations and trust funds and college funds, and they done got this estate over here, this estate, this going on. All this gonna fail because it's built in the house that's built in vain, which is this beast system, man. This shit was built in vain, because the Lord said in Malachi, he shall build up, and I will throw down. So anything you build within there gonna be thrown down with it. You know, for the 2 Peter 3. Elements shall be melt with fervent heat.
Right.
That's businesses, that's corporations, there's cars, there's possessions, there's people. Anything that you built in this side is gonna be destroyed, man.
Even Isaac told Esau, when he talking about you have a blessing for me, Father, please don't say bless me. He told him he had already gave Jacob the blessing, man. So he gave him that synthetic blessing, man. But like just a shut you up type of deal. Yeah, nigga. That's cool. But he let him know, but this shit is temporary. You know, you're gonna serve your brother, man. It's gonna say the elders shall serve the younger, man. You know, but that what brought that flame of perpetual hatred within Esau's heart, man, because he knew that it was just a temporary fix for what he was feeling. He knew that blessing had a deadline, man, or expiration date. So he's going hard, man. That's why he's so adamant about offsetting prophecy. Like he can really change and keep your house shine from coming back, man. But that's not gonna happen, man. That's why Romans 3:3. So what if some don't believe? Even that's not only to Israel, that's for any fucking nation who don't believe that the scriptures are faithful and true. The words Yahweh shine, man. Yahweh is coming back, man. Regardless of how you feel about it.
So Habakkuk 2 and 3 says, for the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come and will not tarry.
And the vision is going to the prophecy. And then the first year it was tarrying. But guess what? We're in the end of the end. So now it's actually speaking. You know, you can go to Matthew 24 chapter and you can see events unfold in real time, man. So it's no longer tarrying, going back to your point, man. We're here. It is over. We're in the end of the end. And any minute now, it's one false move can bring on a conversion of this digital system, man. Because it's already stable.
Yeah.
He just needs that perfect situation to, you know, unveil it.
We was hoping it was the Super Bowl. But unfortunately, it didn't happen, but it's all good.
So you know how that man moved? Yeah. He was talking about that. That's like a man head. Usually the thing that everybody's anticipating, that's what's not going to happen.
It's going to be, but like that last shit, man, it was some random shit. I still remember, but we were still getting together every Wednesday because we was at the house. I think we were watching like the Mavericks game, and we got the news that they shut it down in 2020. That's right. They got just on some random Wednesday night shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And 9/11 was like some random Tuesday morning shit. Blue sky, birds. I don't even think any part of the United States was cloudy.
It was a beautiful day.
It was a beautiful day.
I remember that day.
Me too.
And so the internet, the most sign is letting the cat out the bag.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Just going back to 2 on the transition of kingdom. Daniel 2:44. And in the days of these kings shall the power of heaven set up a kingdom which shall never be destroyed, and the kingdom shall not be left to other people.
Think about these kingdoms, man. The Syrian captivity, the Babylonian captivity, the Medo-Persian captivity, the Greek captivity, the pagan Rome captivity. But guess what? It's got to be a kingdom that trumps all of that. And that's the kingdom of Yahushua, or the kingdom of Israel. And only this kingdom can really just do something for our spirit. Did a video, that nigga AJ Brown just won the fucking Super Bowl. But guess what? he said his happiness only lasted for 2 days. He said what excites him is the hunt for it. But wait a minute, you just won a Super Bowl.
Right.
And he said once he received that thing, it's nothing like he anticipated. Well, guess what? When you get in the kingdom of heaven, every day will be new. No boredom.
Man, if I may say this, because I know brothers people right now, it's vibrations we haven't even experienced, bro. Like it's vibrations within ourselves that the Most High had put us on. You know how you got on your phone, you can put your phone on different filters, and certain filters look romanticized. There's certain lenses the Most High can allow us to look existence through, and we haven't experienced it on this side, man. There's certain levels of blissfulness. There's certain levels of bliss and joy. That's actually like a frequency. A frequency of being blissful and joy that you're going to experience in the kingdom that you can't experience it because the vibration is too low.
Can I back you up?
Yep.
And this is 1 Corinthians 2:9. But as it is written, eye has not seen nor ear heard, neither have entered into the heart of man the things which the Most High has prepared for them that love him.
Like you don't realize how much hell you are in until you leave this body. When you so-called die, which really your spirit is being freed from this chain of darkness, you're gonna experience an instant release.
Yeah, because this what's in the Apocrypha, how this mortal body basically weighs you down.
It weighs you down, man. And like I said, when you first leave this, when your spirit ascends from this body, you instantly become free and you feel free. And when you ascend to the Most High, you feel as though you're being released from a prison planet. Because the earth is right now is in a very demonic state, man. With the fact that they frog souped us. So we've been gradualized into this demonic state. From really the time of Adam to now. Really the Most High gradualized us into it. But the earth is in a very low dense state. Then when we make it to the kingdom, the vibration and the frequency is going to be so high, it's going to feel like, damn, we were really in hell when we were in America. Like when you taste the orange in the kingdom, when you taste the watermelon in the kingdom, when you look at existence, like you watch the movie Avatar, and he was looking at existence on the planet Pandora. It was as though he was looking at life through a different lens, man.
Yeah.
You know?
And that lens is going to be in the kingdom of heaven.
In the kingdom of heaven.
You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of times you don't fully understand something until it's hindsight. And the hindsight is in the kingdom.
Right, we're not going to understand how bad America was until the
To
kingdom.
the kingdom, bro.
Hey, how many brothers grew up in the hood? And if you've been in the burbs or a middle class environment 5-10 years, you go back to the hood, it's like the family that you grew up there.
That shit ain't normal.
It ain't normal. So this ain't normal. Look, genetically modified foods is not normal.
Yeah.
Women being heavier than you and meaner and more masculine than you, that's not normal.
Yeah, because when you look at time, it's funny too. Because I was doing a ride share down one particular street. It may have been in certain like a nice part of Jackson, or it was in Memphis. It was a while ago, but like each address, it was like a different century. Like the way they had it set, and the neighborhood looked different. But like each time period we go in, it's a different spirit.
Yeah,
You know?
I know what you mean. I know what you mean, bro. Each time period, it's a different theme of existence.
Yeah.
Like the Grecian Empire, that was a different theme of existence in the planet. The Babylonian Empire was a different theme of it. It was a different spirit and energy and brand within the earth. All right?
The decades, the 70s, the 80s,
Yeah.
the 90s,
Different.
the 2000s.
Yeah. And Apostle Kyle was just talking about that. He was saying how it was bad in the 80s. But he would rather deal with them type of Jake than the Jake today. It's a totally different spirit.
They were more manly too.
Yeah.
When he, like, and the spirit, and these are loud niggas. These are loud niggas. A Kodak Black, NBA Youngboy, those are loud niggas.
Those are chemicals.
Full of chemicals.
Like they neurons, like those chemicals. And I was talking to a neurologist today, and she was going into all she do is study how drugs affect the brain. You know, especially when it goes to addictions. You know, so if she's studying that, what do you think the elites doing? You know, with these higher up scientists, man.
The scripture said, "Preach their heart is deep."
And deep, yeah, because even when you go to these schools, Yale, Princeton, Harvard, all they're doing is recruiting the best minds of the world.
Like your ACT.
Yeah, to get them to study human anatomy, human biology, the brain, the neuro. So, like you saying, them niggas is really lab niggas. Like,
but Esau know that. Why did he drug infest the neighborhoods?
yeah.
Think about it. If he didn't know that, why did he put drugs all around these environments, bro? The black one you are.
Yeah, I'm saying these niggas is like you going into. He flooded. That was a chemical attack. Cause you look at the hood, it's a reaction. Like the concept of the hood that we know today, the behavior, the culture, it's a reaction to the crack epidemic. Because before the crack epidemic, Jake wasn't that violent towards each other. Jake wasn't dropping out of school like that. Jake didn't have single mother houses like that before that crack hit. But crack was the first drug that made the mama abandon the children. You know? So now you have a function, because you gotta think, what that crack did, it turned you to a zombie. So now you chasing that endorphin that hit. Now you want that more than anything. So Esau knew that shit. So when he put that crack in the neighborhood, we're still feeling the ripple effects from that shit from the 80s.
And again, and the reason why you would never feel that same high again, because that part of your brain has been burned out. Right. So you're chasing a ghost.
And they make it look like Jayton was the originator of crack, like he sit in his basement, you know what I'm saying, right, and whipped it up and started distributing it throughout the neighborhood. I'm not mistaken, that shit whipped up on at Cal University.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? At a fucking university, man.
Yeah. That was them universities for, just for Esau think tank, experiment. What Jake did the experiment. You know, that's why I kicked so hard out there first. Fucking with Rick Ross, I know you always going to that guy. You know, the CIA. You know, so then going back to CIA, a lot of CIA, the heads of CIA, there was Tima. Tima was on that Miami back during World War II. Yeah, that was really, you know, what they was on. They was torturing people, seeing how the body react to pain. The TV program and all that shit come from TV, you know? So TV dropped the crap, and then what did he do? He dropped the programming to make the shit look cool. Because even when you see, go back to the early 90s, a lot of Jake was rapping against that shit. Right. It wasn't until the NWA that shit became cool to be a gangster and shit. But before then, because I think it was Cool Mo D.
Self-destruction.
Yeah, self-destruction. And he said, if I gotta run from the Klan, I shouldn't have to run from the black family. You know what I'm saying? Like Jake was against that shit, but it was NWA, Tupac. Them niggas played a big part in glorifying this dumb shit that we see today, man.
When NWA, the first group of niggas went to the White House. I think them niggas were the first niggas that went to the White House.
Shows you they bought it.
Right.
And then,
Now, so you fast forward to this day of time, there was Elon Musk with the Doge, you know, you got Department of Government Efficiency, you got young think tanks behind him. Yeah, you know, governance, AI governance.
Yeah, because that nigga like Trump and what's that nigga Elon, them niggas that puppet, they actors. Like you gotta think about it. The same way they got Jamie Foxx to play in Booty Call, but then he played president. Yeah, right. You know, it's the same way they had Trump wrestling Vince McMahon and shit. Now he playing president. Yeah. Elon Musk. And the reason Elon Musk on the scene because his grandfather, was in the secret society, that technocracy that they had back then. You know, so he was born into this shit. This is why he get to enjoy the privileges of being a billionaire and shit. So you got these elites up top, but they orchestrate this shit below. You know, going back to what you were saying, like Jake, these chemicals that's in Jake. Like these niggas is really fabricated to act and react like they do, man. Yeah. You know, cause like you said in your lesson earlier, them niggas only have their energy for other Jakes. Yeah. It's like a dog that knows its owner. Cause when they get around Esau, niggas are well behaved. Yeah. Showing you that Jake ain't like that. There's a programming that they're running off for. You gotta pick up one foot.
This is the book of Psalms, y'all brought it up. 64 starting at verse 5. They encourage themselves in an evil matter. They commune of lying snares privily. They say, who shall see this? This is the book of Psalms, chapter 64, starting at verse 5. They encourage themselves in evil matter.
Right, and that evil matter is ultimately what? The New World Order. and all the objectives they have to do to attain that. That's their success. Go ahead.
And they encourage themselves where? To these councils.
That's it.
You know?
Right.
The main one now is devotion, sweet. But this is where they encourage themselves in these councils.
They commune of lying snares privily.
Putting drugs in the projects. Putting you in the projects. MK Ultra with your music. Because also what he does too with this concept of psychology, he exposes sin via commercials, via sin, via movies and all of that. So when it comes to the wickedness of Esau, he got this shit down pat. Go ahead.
And the community going to conspiring.
Yeah.
Like conspiracy.
Yeah.
What they doing these dark secret councils, they breathing in together. They going about diabolical plans for the whole world.
Sharing
It's not
notes
in
and
their best
shit.
interest.
Yeah.
They inspired, you know.
They say, who shall see them? They search out iniquities. They accomplish a diligent search.
Goes back to wickedness. So they research this stuff. They research sin and then they put it in your lifestyle. So you can't go up to it. Walk straight into it.
Back in Psalm 64, verse 5, at the latter end, they say, who shall see them?
It's Job 24:1. Why seeing time so not hidden from the Almighty? Do they not know that he see his days? So the Lord is watching every perspective of Esau's world.
Esau guilty. Hey, you watching the last TikTok I said that Jacob was in prison, he got out. Yeah. Cause he said he like Jacob in like 16 years. He said, man, when I was in prison, we just had regular handguns. Then I hear about y'all niggas got extendos. He said, I get out, y'all niggas got switches. So he said we weren't just killing niggas to being able to kill more niggas faster. Yeah. He was telling them, young niggas, you don't see what's happening, you know? But that's all Esau. Cause how are these niggas steady getting these modified weapons? You know, yeah, these niggas can barely read and write, but these niggas are operating all these modified weapons.
You're not thinking that much money so the problem.
Nah.
There's multiple videos online that you can see that Jake in the neighborhood say NC trains come up with carts and leave all types of guns out there for them.
Military
They used to do it on Capitol Street. Right there by the zoo. The train would stop right there. Yep, full of guns.
And Jake 2-3, he just happy to get them. He don't give a damn. He ain't paying attention to the fact that this is a setup. You know, he itching to go murk something to see how it works, see how it sounds.
But you'll see movies like that where it's some anonymous person holding you hostage or some fucking maze or some desert or some laboratory, and he'll leave guns there and see what you're gonna do.
Yeah.
He'll leave food there, a scarce amount of food there and see what you're gonna do. Esau knows you're poor. He made you poor systemically. So like I said, Jake and those are loud niggas, man. We were loud niggas too. But the Most High resurrected us from that Frankenstein state. Because I have reason to believe that book Frankenstein was like a foretelling of what he was gonna do with Jake. Because Jake is that loud nigga, man. Like you said, the processed food, the fucking the music, the single parent household, and then you got this demonic ass TV or TikTok where you watching a young nigga that look just like you and successful, doing the very thing that's gonna get you incarcerated or blown the fuck away.
It's very effective.
It is very effeminate and it's against Yahweh Bashim outside.
And another thing this devil will do to make sure that his agenda plan go forth, he's taking away basically disciplinary acts by the parents. Yeah. You whoop your child, your ass will be locked up. So they want to make sure there's no interruption with their wickedness, man.
You see, you know, they got like an old photo of like NBA Youngboy, and it's like he's like Frankenstein, like the bones hanging out. Yes, you know, that backs up Ezekiel about those dry bones, you know. That fits.
Because like you saw from the other video, Eve was breaking it down, she was breaking it down beautifully. In every society has their ratchet people, they're degenerates. Yeah. But in every society, those ratchet people are the rejects, the outcasts of the society. But in Jake culture, the degenerates are upheld higher than everybody, and the upstanding citizens are the rejects. What do they call you when you don't bother nobody in this school? A lame. nerd, if you a geek, a weirdo, and if you Eve that's not playing until you're Frankenstein, you're a plain Jay. So in Jake culture, the good is condemned and the bad is rewarded. Called evil good and
Fifth chapter now. This Deuteronomy 28:54, so that the man that is tender among you and very delicate.
You know what? Brotherly, right?
yeah, because you can look at an old album cover of like the OJs, the Gap Band, yeah, and they'll be like this around each other.
Yeah.
But niggas don't get that close to each other no more, man.
They glow.
They glow.
Smile.
Everybody was like 140, 160 pounds,
Right.
you know.
Right.
But now it's just demonic, man. And I'm not even an old head yet. But there's even niggas that was in my rap era when I was 15, 16. Them niggas didn't have base tax.
Right.
They weren't drug addicts.
It was a Jake like that, because I was staying in the country for a while, so I started coming back to the city, and so we just ride, you see Jake, you throw the hand up, so Jake was driving, he from North End, looked at me, he said, look, man, we doing all this speaking this shit, man. I said, God damn. I said, God damn.
It's like a sign of weakness.
Yeah, like, God damn.
You know?
in the country, man. You speak to everybody.
Yeah.
Somebody broke down. You stop. Hey, you need some help, man? You do that now. You get your headphones.
Yeah.
But the country is it ain't completely righteous, you know what I'm saying? But it's similar to Jerusalem.
It's more reflective of the home.
It's more reflective of our homeland, yeah.
Because Jake's natural spirit is, hey, we're brothers.
Brothers,
Yeah, we're in the same nation. We're neighbors. Nearby.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Y'all lights go out there, send you something, like kerosene or something. I'm sorry, bro.
Nah, you got it. Deuteronomy 28:54 again, it says, so that the man that is tender among you and very delicate, his eye shall be evil towards his brother and towards the wife of his bosom.
You know what? As soon as you leave, man, I wonder what he got in the house. What's up in there? Oh, he put that on Instagram the other time about 3 or 4 days. Let's go through that fucking window.
Your eye is your mind. So your mind is sending people towards Jake, man. How many Jakes talk to you like they make conversation based off of this? Yeah, this little chick I fuck with, with her husband at work. She's married, but with her husband at work. Like, these niggas evil. Like, you overlook a single woman just to betray a Jake because it's more fulfilling to backdoor a Jake, man.
A whole single one.
A whole single one. Like, women out here looking for niggas. Man.
And for you niggas that sleep around with a married woman, that's like putting that man's boxes on. Real talk, yeah. I stand correct.
Really, you're a cuckold.
Yeah.
They try to reverse it like the nigga's the sucker.
Yeah.
But the nigga don't know. The married dude don't know. You're the cuckolder, man.
Jake's so wicked, man. He'll give himself an excuse to be wicked. Be like, man, the married woman the best one. She ain't gonna tell. She ain't gonna talk. Like, nigga, what? Jake don't even put himself in that position. Be like, damn, if this was me, how I'm gonna react to it. You know what I'm gonna do.
Right.
Well, it come from just like Eve. She wants the perks of being a wife without the duties of being a wife, and Jake wants the perks of the husband without the duties of the husband.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's like you say, and that's the majority. Like you say, the man, the woman thing is to get a beta male provider to where she still can do her thing.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? She can have them street niggas on the side because she taking care of at the house. And then the nigga, he just want to be a straight nigga floating around committing adultery.
Yep.
You know?
Not providing for nobody.
Yeah.
Just being a side nigga to different married bitches.
Yeah.
But hey, we vexed by this, but how was vexed by this, man? So a lot of you niggas been getting burnt alive. A lot of you women been getting shot in the face by your ex because y'all are evil, man. All right.
Y'all got that, this is Proverbs 27 and verse 29 and 27. It says, an unjust man is an abomination to the just, and he that is upright in the way is an abomination to the wicked.
Hey, I'm watching Papa Below, right? I know you don't watch this show.
No, it's all good.
Look, it's like a psychological attack on Jake.
Yeah, I just need the show though.
Yeah, but I catch a snippet or two.
Yeah.
And I noticed like when Jake come out, and he just got upright energy, non-urban energy.
Lame.
Yeah, Eve, she makes excuses to not fuck with him. And me knowing Eve, we know why you don't fuck with him. It's not the excuses that you say. He ain't got no, he don't have nigga energy. nigga energy to even square energy,
Bro,
man.
Esau is cold.
Yeah.
How he don't flip this shit, he's cold.
But generally, Esau don't have that problem. Moab don't have that problem. And in their culture, most middle class dudes got them abroad. In every other race, most middle class dudes, the average working dude got him a woman. But Esau got this shit. The average dude ain't got a woman. The average working Jake is detestable.
Yeah.
But a criminal is esteemed higher, man.
I was looking up. You got one.
I was gonna say, because you go into eugenics, the whole thing wasn't okay to stop Jake from repopulating. But then, okay, you can't stop them from repopulating. So let's make them repopulate with the worst of their kind. Because as a nation, you want to breed the best stock. When you got horses, dogs, whatever, you want to breed the best stock. So Esau programmed it to where the worst of our people are the main people that breed. The worst niggas and the worst women. So you got the volunteer of our people that's constantly multiplying. That's why they're the majority now. Because Esau made the hot girl the thing, he made that the standard of what you should have is prosperity. And he made the street nigga as a standard of prosperity for the women.
And that's why the most side is going to get rid of the 2/3.
Yeah.
So the corporation is going to be the elect. You're going to have that nobility.
Yeah, it's going to be true eugenics.
Yeah,
Eugenics go back to nobility.
Because really, in the beginning, the culture is really being royal. Even when we conquered Europe, wasn't nobody trying to be no thug. I went into the research, even a homeless nigga was acting royal. Like the whole thing back in the French era was acting like your culture. The whole thing was really being culture. So even people on the streets would conduct themselves with etiquette, man. Only in Babylon the shit is it's cool to be a fucking piece of shit. It's cool for a woman to fart and start laughing. You know what I mean? First, yeah. A nigga just pissed right here, like, you know?
Nigga 50 years old, blasting music, 9 o'clock in the morning and stuff like that. Like, don't got no neighbors.
Yeah, rapping Boosie. Yeah, Boosie himself, like, he's still on that shit he was on when he was 16.
They got kids.
About 13 of them.
But you know, but it just go to show, like you said, it's gonna be a cleaning.
Yeah.
And I was looking at videos with him and his daughters, and then this nigga Webby had a son named Trill, and it's like they them like 2.0.
Right.
Like yeah, you look at them. It was an interview and Webby's son speaking. Like pretty much he was like F his homeboys. Like an interview was like in the studio. And he like, man, so you just all by yourself? He like, man, I don't care. They trill. But like, man, like your homeboys behind you. So like, black culture, man, that's why the Lord's got to start this thing over, man.
It's crazy, man, because when you have children, like our fathers, man, they, in a sense, they always want their son to be better than them. You know what I'm saying? To have more morals and just in life, profit better than them. But now, like brother y'all going into, it's the flip side now. Their sons and daughters are worse than them, man. They're more degenerate. They're more just hazardous to society, man. They need to be put down. But that's crazy though, man. Everything's turned upside down, man. Ass backwards.
Now we know fully what James Trump was about. And man, get you. Say it again. The extinction of a nigga, man. All right? Hey, well, you said it best. It's the extinction of a nigga.
It's going to be legal out here, big guy. Deuteronomy chapter 21, verse 18. If a man have a stubborn and rebellious son, which would not obey the voice of his father,
You baby boys, man. CYNs.
2, 3.
And I'm gonna tell you how dangerous that spirit is. Look how, LeBron James look extremely brolic, very masculine, but he has female tendencies. And guess what? He's soft than a motherfucker. But guess what? That's rubbing off on the sons. So you have to kill what? The source of it.
Yeah.
You have to start when they're small so they can't procreate. And that's what Esau did. He allowed this madness, and now we have a cancer amongst Jacob.
And part of that council is the bastard household.
Yeah.
Eve is your matriarch.
Yeah.
Because who raised LeBron?
His moms.
So either you're gonna be effeminate or you're gonna be a jail nigga.
Mm-hmm.
You know? Or both.
Yeah, he's very emotional.
Yeah.
Go ahead, bro.
And it says, which will not obey the voice of his father or the voice of his mother.
So meaning if you telling your son that he needs to stop and do this and do that or get a job, what's supposed to happen, bro?
It says, when they have chastened him, will not hearken unto them.
So that's a correction. So you get a warning. But if he still doesn't listen,
then shall his father and his mother lay hold on him
and do what?
and bring him out unto the elders of his city,
Right.
and unto the gate of his place, and they shall say unto the elders of his city, this is our son, is stubborn and rebellious. He would not obey our voice. He is a glutton and a drunkard. And all the men of his city shall stone him with stones till he die. So shalt thou put evil away from among you, and all Israel shall hear and fear.
Because if you don't put that evil from among you, it's going to continue to multiply. Just like they make kids, man. And look at our culture now. All these baby boys, these YNs, these young thugs, and so on and so forth. And they come, that's right, and they having kids, but it comes with what? A broken household. The man outside of the family threshold.
This is Philippians chapter 3, starting at verse 16. 16. Nevertheless, whereto we have already attained, let us walk by the same rule, let us mind the same thing.
So this truth is supposed to be a mannerism of life, man. It's supposed to be a path. You know, go ahead.
Brethren, be followers together of me, and mark them which walk so as ye have us for an example.
So we put the scope on the elders and the bishops, because these are spiritual men, but guess what? They know how to conduct themselves in the flesh. So we don't look up to the Jay-Z's and the Dame Dashes and the YNs. No, we look up to the apostles and the bishops, man. And that same mannerism befalls on us.
For many of whom I have told you often, and now tell you even weeping, that they are enemies of the cross of Mashiach, who end is destruction, who God is their belly, whose glory is in their shame, who mind earthly things. God, like these people, like they as you saying, they glory in all wickedness. They glory on how to commit adultery, how to set somebody else, stealing. They glory on how to kill their brother. They glory in all these things that the scripture tell you not to. They glory in everything that isn't righteousness.
Like the scripture say, people wise to do evil, but to do good, they have no knowledge. So they glorify wickedness, man, because the wicked acts, deeds, whatever it is, man, long as wickedness, man, it's a tingle in it. It makes you feel good. But when you try to
It's good.
Oh, you can actually slide that back.
Okay. Yeah, just keep the other camera.
Okay, cool.
Proverbs 8:34 down to 36. Blessed the man that heareth me, watching daily in my gate, waiting at the post of my door.
I won't go into how the world is going to shit. But really it's gonna be especially what we was talking over there. Just keep that cooking.
But he that sinneth against me, wrongeth his own soul. All that hate me love it.
Light pretty good over here.
So again,
Said the light is actually pretty good over here. Whenever Jake ready.
All right, look, we just gonna continue on from what we were talking about over here. We just branched off from the main camp. Basically, we was talking about how the wickedness of our people is glorified, and Jake is kind of, upright, just by the books. They're the outcasts, and that would make sense that the men of the Lord, the ultimate men of the Lord, starting with great millstone, we're rejects and we're outcasts because we're the direct opposite. We're the antithesis of wickedness, man. All right? But if you're wicked, you're celebrating, man. So, you know, brothers, we got the scriptures, but whenever you know, I got some. I go ahead.
The book of the prophet Isaiah, chapter 5, verse 20. Woe unto them that call evil good and good evil.
They call evil good and good evil. Black culture is evil. Hispanic culture, all that shit is evil. And I'm hearing more and more how in Mexico it's just straight Satan worship. Day of the Dead and all this. Or even Valentine's Day, right? We have women making a fuss talking about Hebrew Israelites making excuses not to celebrate Valentine's Day. Like Suki Young, she was like, stop making excuses not to celebrate Valentine's Day. Well, bitch, stop making excuses not to be modest, man. Stop making excuses not to keep the Passover or the Shabbat. Stop making excuses, all right, to wear makeup. Stop making excuses to wear lace fronts. Stop making excuses to be sexually promiscuous, man. Grow the fuck up, man. Nobody's thinking about some fucking. You mean to tell me you care about the same shit you care about when you were 16? When I was a child, I thought as a child, I understood as a child, but I became a man, I put away childish things.
And this thing about black culture, it teaches you to never grow up.
So you're 15 until you're 50. And we work with niggas like that. We're talking about that over there. A 50-year-old nigga in your job, he think he a YN. You really think he a young niggas, man. You know, Jake got the fucking dad bod, still trying to put it on skinny jeans.
You have no type of mannerisms.
No type of mannerisms. Jake got a moody asshole, man. Jake think he cute, you're not cute, man. A lot of niggas in Jackson, you're moody assholes. But y'all think y'all like thugs and shit. No, you're a moody, mood-swinging asshole, man.
It's a feminine trait.
Effeminate trait, man.
What scripture say about the feminine should not inherit the kingdom of Most High? So the Lord's going to discard niggas like that. That's why the scriptures calls our people like the dross. What you do with dross, it's like the unwanted parts. And when you're doing that refining process, that's what's locking into 2/3 of our people. The Lord's going to discard a lot of our people. It's byproducts of degeneracy, you know?
And refinement is through fire. So, and missiles and martial law, man, because what Esau is doing, he's making an animal that he's going to soon hunt and put down. He's creating a monster or animal that he's going to hunt. The scripture says Esau was a cunning hunter. The way we know it's true, 200-300 years ago, he was creating an animal that he was going to farm. He farmed us. He had breeding farms to create quote-unquote animals, which is Jake man and Jake woman, to pick his cotton, to pick his crops. But now that that institution has been outlawed, the new farming method is to manufacture niggas. That's the urban animal. We went from being agricultural animals, so to speak, to urban animals. But soon he's basically grooming your ass to hunt your ass.
Yeah, because he removed the laws, statutes, commandments from Jake, you know, and even simple laws, man. You know, he removed that from us and he made us like beasts. You know, so like you said, he's grooming animals that he's gonna hunt. You know, we'll finish it off. All right, Isaiah 5:20. Woe unto them that call evil good and good evil, that put darkness for light and light for darkness, that put bitter for sweet and sweet for bitter.
Yeah, you put the philosophies of nigger culture before the truth, man. Because not only do you have the laws, statutes, and commandments, but you have the wisdom of our forefathers. We got wise sayings, man. You know, the book of Sirach, the Proverbs. So wise sayings that if you just read in your free time, you'll become wiser. You know?
Listen on that, bro.
It's 2 Peter 2:12 in the GNT. But these people act by instinct like wild animals born to be captured and killed.
You act by instinct. That's why you're full of adultery. That's why you go off impulse and just unalive with Jake. Because when you go off instinct, you're in the same wavelength as the animal. When you go into the flesh and the blood of the Bible, it goes into the brute nature, the brute animal-like nature of man. Human nature is synonymous with animal nature. It's the same tendencies, man. Because what do animals do? They reproduce. They fight over dominance. They fight over territory. That's what a nigga is. He don't want to reproduce. He fighting over territory. He fighting over bullshit. He get his lick back. committed adultery, and he's a fucking brute beast, man. Keep starting from the top of the head.
Yeah, even though in school, I want to say in science, they would teach that mankind are mammals.
Yep. Yep. They will teach you that, man. Because Esau wants you to think you're an animal, man. But no, you're a spirit, all right, an angelic form, inhabiting an earthly tabernacle, an earthly vehicle, man. And you're supposed to govern that vehicle with the laws, statutes, and commandments. That's what makes you more superior than these fucking mammals, man. But if you're an Israelite and you're negligent of the laws, statutes, and commandments, then the nature of your flesh is going to go in cruise control. It's going to drive the ship. All right?
In 2 Peter 2:12 on the GNT. But these people act by instinct like wild animals born to be captured and killed.
Whoa. They go right into it.
You're born to be captured and killed, man. All right?
They attack with insults anything they do not understand. They will be destroyed like wild animals.
Hey, what does it say in Isaiah 65? Is that Isaiah 65? You made a table for that truth. Yeah. I remember that movie Elysium, where the elites, they hired like a hitman to unalive certain Jakes, man. And the hitman was in one of the I forgot the actress name, but she was protecting a child around that crazy ass Australian Edomite contract killer. He was like, look at her and her protective instinct with her young. See, Esau, these stormtroopers, these military motherfuckers, they really look at the 12 tribes like they're animals, man. And that's the same perspective that they've had since the colonizer days, man. Early European settlement. Those the whole doctrine. They're pagans, they gotta be civilized.
And that was their justification.
Those are justification, man. They actually had a science, a pseudoscience, a fake science that the Israelite man brain was inferior, which justified forming him like an animal.
They showed that in Django.
They did.
You know, we cracked the skull open.
Yeah.
You know, trying to show certain dents with that inside of the skull or whatnot. They go back to that pseudoscience.
The pseudoscience, man. And that's why fast forward 200 years, whether they say the so-called Israelite man, he fails with math and science. That's part of the pseudoscience that you're inferior.
But it's bullshit though.
Bullshit.
Because Jake's smart as hell in science and math.
Yeah.
Like Jake is up there, bro.
Jake is brilliant. Even though wild niggas I went to school with, a lot of them is book smart. You know?
This man a devil, bro.
It's a devil, man. But that's why it's so many psychological attacks. That's why it's just second nature to struggle with confidence for a lot of Jakes, man. It's second nature because it's so many things that you've heard that you've accepted as a truth. And you don't even understand it's going into your subconscious.
Should be beaten to you day by day.
Day by day, like I'll be in the grocery store minding my business and they'll play TLC. Scrub is a guy that thinks he's fine. Nobody playing this old ass song. Or this whore called Lotto. She got a song called Brokey. And with this hardworking Israelite man, like, what do we do wrong to get tempted through our music, man? But if you hear that shit and it goes to your subconscious, it affects your confidence.
But it's crazy though, because the average woman in this setup is a whore.
Yeah.
And now you think about like the way women sell themselves, like a hard-working blue-collar Jake. We are broke compared to them because like Eve can easily make a couple $100 in a day.
Yep.
You know,
Selling pussy.
yeah, just like that.
Then the bitch can drop babies like puppies and get hundreds of dollars a month. Get $5,000-6,000 a year, and she's dropping babies like fucking puppies, man. No, with no nuclear family, no father, no structure. Because Eve is paying you to reproduce like a fucking animal. Because you're gonna get if you have a nigga baby, he's gonna end up in a prison industrial complex. If you have a whore baby, she's gonna be a whore that reproduce with the nigga babies. They make more animals. This is urban warfare. It's urban farming. You know how you have like urban homesteading where you grow a fucking garden in your balcony? This nigga's urban farming. He's manufacturing animals, man.
Straight up, bro.
You're manufacturing animals that you're gonna ultimately hunt. You know? But when we're running you through the spirit of Yahweh Bahashim El Shai, he's gonna hunt you, man.
Spirit brought me to it. This is the book of the prophet Jeremiah chapter 18 verse 21. Therefore deliver up their children to the famine, and pour out their blood by the force of the sword, and let their wives be bereaved of their children.
Because you know what's going to happen? This urban shit is going to get out of control. The crime rate, the auto theft, the looting, the house burglaries, the gang violence, all right, it's going to get out of control, and the U.S. military is going to have to step in. There's going to have to be a solution to what y'all call a YN. And we're going to get into it right here. Read that again.
Even during these, Salaki, bro, but during the wildfires in LA, they had to have the troops on site because YN was looted during them fires, man. A nigga will choose the opportunity to steal, man. You know, will take advantage of that opportunity.
So you're gonna be hunted. You're gonna be hunted by contract killers, stormtroopers, and local Confederate motherfuckers, man. You know who we are. You're gonna get hunted, man.
Yeah, Emmett Till ain't gonna be nothing compared to what Edom gonna do in these days, man.
And we ain't worried about nothing because Yahweh Bahashim Al-Shai got us. But this is the time to discard the dross of our nation. So a lot of little babies gonna die, little toddlers, a lot of pregnant Eve. All right, it's gonna be gruesome, man. But the Most High is purging. See, when they made all those purge movies, they didn't tell you ultimately it was the purge of Yahweh Bahashim Al-Shai. You know,
when these things start transpiring, hey, for you sincere brothers and sisters, and look at it from some spiritual lenses.
Bro.
You gotta think about okay, what these particular spirits did aforetime. Why did these? Within Matthew the 27th chapter, when our Lord is getting crucified, what our people say? Let His blood be on us and our children. So they're going to pay for that what they put upon themselves, man. So when we see these little kids getting gunned down, they getting taken by the sword by Esau, Edom in various ways, and we can't feel sorry for these people, man. At least the same people put that oath upon themselves by making that pact. I said, let His blood be on us and our children.
They put a curse on themselves.
That's a curse we read about. One of the curses right now within Jeremiah the 18th chapter.
Back in Jeremiah 18 and 21 again. Therefore, deliver up their children to the famine, and pour out their blood by the force of the sword, and let their wives be bereaved of their children, and be widows, and let their young men, and let their men be put to death. Let their young men be slain by the sword in battle.
Yeah, and part of those battles is race wars. Yeah, a lot of you niggas gonna get drafted. A lot of you niggas gonna die here in America, man. It's nothing you can do with a lab nigga. A YN, a Tyrone, those are lab, and they showed you in the movie that niggas really made it in a lab. So this inner city shit, you niggas was made in a lab, and at the end of the day, Esau's he's gotta capture his monster. He's gonna have to bring his monster back to captivity, to a concentration camp, or through unaliving you, man. And a lot of you, he's gonna have to kill his own animal, man. His own creation.
That's what you got. Like a manufacturing plant, you know, so you got these different products that are defective. What you do to them? You discard them. That's right. That's what the Lord's gonna put that spirit upon Esau, Edom, or the modern day Assyrian. He's gonna put that spirit of indignation upon 2/3 of our people.
You see, it's, when you have a race, a nation, it's not an option to produce productive citizens. It's imperative that you produce productive citizens. It's imperative that you produce two-parent households. It's imperative that you produce a hard-working man and a nourishing father or mother. That's not a choice. That's why in other nations, they have arranged marriages. The woman don't have say-so. We finna arrange you to get married. This is for the preservation of our people. You don't have the autonomy and the individuality, the liberty to choose your man off your own devices.
There's no dating.
There's no dating, man. Which is basically playing the harlot until you find a beta male provider. That's what dating is. Play the harlot till you find a beta male provider that you most likely gonna cheat on in America, man. Or you gonna look at like I settle with a square. But the point is, a nuclear family is imperative. That's not an option. You can't say, I'm not ready to have a child. You know? That's imperative, man. The preservation of your nation is more important than your PhD. Or your feelings. Or your sexual appetites, man.
Facts.
So, what I'm saying now is to say, you have anomalies within our nation that are counselors in our nation, and it's perceived as a counselor to Esau. So Keisha and niggas, those are anomalies, those are weeds within the nation of Israel, but also within America. Because the Jacob's waking up to this Democrat shit, and even Jacob's seeing like, man, they're just manufacturing new slaves. They're manufacturing lab niggas, a nigger and a whore.
You finish it up here? All right, verse 22. Let a cry be heard from their houses when thou shalt bring a troop suddenly upon them.
2 o'clock in the morning, 4 o'clock a.m., your doors kicked down. Man, he probably fucking crushed your baby. Baby crawl on the floor, toddler. He probably just walk on that nigga, man. All right, hey, you shoot up Jake a million times, run a train on Eve and blow her brains. It's gonna get grimy. Because ironically, Esau looks at you like an animal, but ironically, he's the real animal.
Yeah, it's a movie. Man is Spirit, bro. It's a movie I had recommended to bros a while back. I did a video on it, but it's a movie. It was on Netflix. It might still be on there, but the movie's called Awake. Basically, it was an experiment done on. It may just be the people in America, or like a certain, populace on Earth. But basically, something has happened to where people can't go to sleep. Like they were drugged or something, but basically they couldn't go to sleep. That's why the movie called Awake. And long story short, people started tripping. Like they started losing their mental because they couldn't get sleep, and it showed the real animalistic nature of men, of women too. And then they showed a scene like towards the end of the movie, like the American troops, they couldn't get rest, but they had them like souped up on drugs, and like they showed how they was like acting towards the people, like the way that they were dealing with women, what I'm saying, like how they was treating the citizens. I believe, I speak as a man, but I believe martial law is gonna be a little similar to that, because they know telling what they gonna do with these American troops that had them just lawless when it comes to the American people, man.
And not to mention the import troops.
Right.
The United Nations, the EU.
They have no ties to America.
So therefore, they're not gonna have sympathy for you Americans.
Yep.
But they showed a video on Instagram not too long ago. It's a Edomite out there on a construction site in Indiana. UN troop was walking back and forth, man. He said they're here. You know what I'm saying? So they definitely laying dormant right now. They just waiting for their call, man.
Their call. This sit on it.
Yes,
to make a point. What proves that what's going on in America, what's taking place here is it's an experiment. It doesn't work outside of America. Like they ought to been getting into. When it comes to the nuclear family and Jake not wanting to have that, whether it be the Israelite man or the Israelite woman, the whole purpose of the nuclear family is about your survival, the survival of your people. So this whole YN, Boosie mentality, because that nigga, he pretty much still the same. It doesn't work outside of America, man. So now the experiment is really over. Esau Edom is done with the experiment, man. These different lab jakes that they created, now it's over. And that's why the Spirit really been constantly reiterating the purpose of Jacob's trouble, really, man. I mean, the thought of it is beautiful, because at the end of the day, the Lord is going to preserve, and elect. So, what's going to happen to the majority of our people is not the end all be all, man. And then you see the why. Because as late, there's been a lot of Israelites talking mess against the truth, man. Just like a scripture Cabbage Quite had read in was that 1st and 2nd Peter? Yeah, dealing with how they impulsively speak against the truth. It's been a lot of you jakes popping off at the mouth coming up against the Israelites, man. And it's like a trending thing now. Even like making little parody videos on TikTok or something. This is how Hebrew Israelite will react. You got to pay for all that, man. What the woman doing, like the elder had said, you talking mess about us, what we doing and, keeping our holy days. Hey, well, it's going to be an answer for that, You got it.
It's Isaiah 65:11. But ye are they that forsake the Lord, Yahweh Bahashim Yahushua, that forget that forget my holy mountain, that prepare a table for their truth, and that furnish the drink offering unto that number. Therefore, will I number you to the sword, and you should all bow down to the slaughter. Because when I called, you did not answer.
Let them back. You have those of our people that have made in this world that have become different celebrities, or you have certain of our people that have became these prominent preachers. You have a lot of people that sold out in this society. Once again, these different A-list celebrities, you name it, and once again, as far as on a religious level, so to speak, different men that have became preachers, and they have a 501c3 charter, which is basically a covenant with the government. They sold out, but also on a lower level amongst our people, man. Just by not simply wanting to come into the truth, or not simply wanting to keep the ways of the Heavenly Father, you sold yourself to the society. You sacrifice your kids to the system. What a little boy and little girl know about a damn Valentine's Day, man. And just everything else you Jakes do, which is a trending thing every year. Like you partake in the same BS every year, man. But basically you being caught up in the system, you believe in it. You basically worshiping Satan, man. But it's an answer for that. Like it's a judgment. For that. For you and your little ones. That's a serious thing about the Heavenly Father, man. That's the importance of us waking up out of this sleep. So you don't die with the heathen, man. Cause this place is already sanctioned for doom, man. You got it, bro.
It says, I'll read this in NLT, Isaiah 65:11. But because the rest of you have forsaken the Lord Yahweh Bahashim Maushai and have forgotten his temple, and because you have prepared feasts to honor the God of fate, and have offered mixed wine to the God of destiny, now why destine you for the sword? All of you will.
Yeah, that's something too, because the way things are up and running in society, like you feel like you're gonna have it made if you get down with E, Hey, and that's why people gonna take that Karagma, man. You just gonna have it so made. You take that thing, you're gonna be fed. You continue to live your life in America, But this place is done, man. And brothers been doing videos. I saw a Apostle Gabar video, earlier. Actually on the way down here, Elon Musk, he's doing more than the vice president, man.
You hear about JD Vance.
Now you don't hear about him. I don't hear about him, But that makes sense because now it's all about science, technology. It's all about AI, Trump ain't even doing too much talking. So, now we here. And for all these Israelites to talk mess about the prophecy of the MOTB, you got to pay for that, man. Because now like we're seeing it. They're ready to fully bring this thing, man. You got it, bro.
And it says, now why destine you for the sword, all of you will bow down before the executioner.
What's that? Destined to the sword. 2/3, man. But that's why we do what we do, because we don't want to be a part of that number. Like, like you guys. Nah, I mean, because the way they're about to go out, like the beloved Apostle Gabar mentioned a while back, it's not that you die, it's the way that you die, man. Like we just read that in Jeremiah 18, it's the way that they going out. Them horrific judgments. And like the brother just said, and we can't help them. Hey, when this thing happens, these horrific judgments gonna happen to the 2/3. You can't help them. Like them burn alive, in an apartment, or the way these troops gonna be surrounding these cities. They gonna be in prison in their houses. And then, like Elder Zia said a while back, it's all this force that Esau Edom gonna bring combined with technology, man. Microwaving people. Having robots attacking people. That's what we coming into.
Because we've seen photos of Israelite men on an elite table stuffed like a turkey. Where you have leak photos. insider leaks, whatever, but it'll be Israelite men, whether it's a Jacob or a Hispanic, so-called Hispanic, and they'll be nude on the table, but the corpse will be like a stuffed turkey, man. Like Esau literally issued, and the information was coming out that Esau was committing cannibalism on a plantation with Jake's bodies, man. So it wasn't just you was forming Jake, you was literally committing cannibalism with Jake's, man, and you at least do that to this day.
So they were technically killing their foreign animals.
They were killing Goyim.
Yeah.
They literally perceived Jake as Goyim, man. So yeah, these children that go missing, they probably get raped, unalive, they eat. They get eaten, man.
It pretty much shows that in the movie Dr. Sleep. For those of y'all that have seen that, they say what's pretty much the sequel to the movie Shining, starring Jack Nicholson.
I saw The Shining.
Yep. But if you're Dr. Sleep, if you're able to, bro, you're Dr. Sleep, you know, it continues where The Shining left off at. But they were eating children, you know. And all that's coming out too, man. All this information is coming out as far as these P rings, you know, the trafficking of boys and girls, you know, and mainly Israelites, you know what I'm saying? But they're gonna be doing even more. Like expect more Jake to be going missing than the time of Jacob's trouble, man. You know, because what you think that he gonna be doing as far as these different concentration camps? They will be taking Jake babies, man. You know, you got it.
I believe the Lord's gonna allow these deaths for Jake to be slow, like slow deaths, so they can really feel that type of pain the Lord's gonna bring upon them. What's that old saying? How the anticipation of death is worse than death itself.
It's coming, yeah, it's gonna rain.
You know?
Yeah, you said the anticipation of it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I was gonna take score.
Oh, it's all good, bro. I got it. Oh, wow.
Where you wanted it?
Over here to the left over here. Okay. We have an angle towards us.
Okay, come on.
Yeah, so like according to like the anticipation of death is gonna be worse than death itself. The slave read in 2nd Ezra, the 9th chapter, how they should know it, death by pain. You know? So back in Isaiah 65 and 11 in the NLT, but because the rest of you have forsaken the Lord, Yahweh and have forgotten his temple, and because you have prepared feasts to honor the God of fate, and have offered mixed wine to the God of destiny.
And it's a spirit, because the Edomites, they believe in logic and reason, you know. No, I was saying the wicked elite, they believe in logic and reason.
Oh yes.
You know.
The God of fate.
Yep. Now, while I destine you for the sword, all of you will bow down before the executioner.
Yeah, so all of you are 2/3. Like P said back there, 2-3. Call Jake 2-3, man. You know, hey, because like I said, there's nothing you can do with a nigga in the New World Order. So a lot of you niggas gonna die because that's how ultimately the Most High is purging 2/3 from entering into the kingdom, or Esau's purging you from entering into his kingdom. You know, there's nothing that a druggie can really do in Esau's kingdom, man. In his New World Order.
For when I called, you did not answer. When I spoke, you did not listen.
Because AI is basically a new species of employees.
Yeah.
So if he's generating a new species of employees, what's he gonna do with the old employees? You know? He's gonna discard us, man. You know? Just how you had Walmart self-checkout, but you have to get rid of so many employees to incorporate the self-checkout.
It's a whole new system.
Whole new system, man.
Then you have Esau, he's gonna be programming this software, the AI, to be prejudiced. You know, they're gonna be prejudiced when this time comes, man. This AI governance. You know,
and that's crazy too. Basically, going back to what you're reading, Edom is really creating his own God, because the Heavenly Father. I just thought about it. You just read it. The Heavenly Father, he's a God of fate.
Yeah.
He saw Edom on the side. You know your future. Or, like he saw Edom ain't the end all be all, man. You know.
That's right. It says, when I spoke, you did not listen. You deliberately sinned before my very eyes and chose to do what you know I despise.
Yep. Go ahead.
Oh no, I ain't had nothing.
Hey, no, I was gonna make a point while you get the scriptures. But Jake, you're gonna get punished for this black culture, man. You gotta make it. Even Jake, you gotta make accountability. Take accountability for black culture. Look, see, you think that you could just gross and wickedness decade by decade, year by year, and nothing happens. But the Most High is he's gonna hunt you. He's gonna sick his hunter on you. It tells you in Genesis 25 that Esau was a cunning hunter. So when he developed into a nation, you don't think that he had become a cunning hunter as a nation? Esau's about, the hunt is on. Like the movie Men's Society. The hunt is on, man. The hunt is on, man.
It was a clip off of Men's Society.
That was a clip from yup. Because he's the old head. That's another thing. You niggas don't listen to the old heads. And they ain't talking about the old heads that are old niggas. Like old heads that really was saying something. You niggas, Esau really cut you off, man. There's a disconnect between a young nigga and like the elders. And ultimately, elders are, the apostles of great millstone. Even amongst your own people, man, your own community, so-called, you just don't listen, man.
And they showed it again on Men's Society. He came, he disregarded the dude, he tried to teach him. I think that was Sharif's father in the classroom. He said the hunt is on, you ought to pray.
Yep.
What scripture say how to pray departed not?
Yep.
So that's referencing to the Israelites. But at the end, when Cain made his demise, what did he say? That he wished that he listened.
Yep.
That movie is basically a documentary.
Yeah. Like a menace to society. Who are a menace to society in this day and time?
EYNs.
Exactly.
And Cain said in the beginning of the movie, he said, after the riots, the drugs came.
Yeah.
And then when I became in this truth, I thought about it. It was because if you watch the movie 1995, it came out called The Panther. It was called Panther. And it was talking about the Black Panther Party. But at the end of the movie, the FBI agent was on a boat with, I guess, another agent. It was like, so what's the next move now that we've destroyed the Black Panther Party? He said, crack. He said, crack.
Wow.
And then, that was the end of the movie. Like, that's gonna be the next movie. So after, like, heroin, crack, and then fast forward to Men's Society, Kane said in the beginning of the movie, after the riots, the Watch riots, the drugs came. Because the Watch riots was 1968. But that was around the time they brought heroin to these different cities. Hence the movie American Gangster. So the 60s was the heroin era, and then fast forward to the 80s, the crack era. And that was an attack against our people, man.
It's crazy, like that was a straight up counter because like in the 60s or 68, 69, that's when the truth started coming out.
Yep, that's right. Yeah, that's right. As a matter of fact, 1968 was the end of Jim Crow. In 1969, Elder Albert Rivers came out to teach, man.
Come. I got something real quick.
Yep.
You got something? All right, this is Jeremiah chapter 6 and start at verse 23. They shall lay hold on bow and spear. They are cruel and have no mercy. Their voice roareth like the sea, and they ride upon horses, set in array as men of war against thee, O daughter of Zion. That's gonna be them troops, All right, it says, we have heard the fame thereof, our hands wax feeble, anguish have taken hold of us, and pain as of a woman in travail. Go not forth into the field, nor walk by the way, for the sword of the enemy and fear is on every side. And so James didn't go nowhere. And it been a spirit on brothers speaking about, the way it's gonna be. It's gonna be actual drones over people, man.
Yeah.
Following you, watching you.
Because the cities is gonna get what's that word? Patrol. And it's gonna be drones flying over your apartment complexes, drones flying over your neighborhood. If you step out your house after curfew, your drone will pull up. A military police drone will pull up. What the fuck you doing outside?
Animated film on YouTube. You under Great Reset. So we came outside, you do anything that's like not within their best interest, you see that drone pull up on you, automatically. You can go show you shit. Okay, I got you. Watch it. Also like I think part of the fourth industrial revolution, people that's out there, they call it the boonies. So, you know, like people like doing homestead, you know, trying to be like self-government. He said that would be the main targets right there when they bring forth this system.
And well, look, I feel like this. I believe a lot of Jakes is conscious. And there's no disrespect to them. A lot of Jakes is conscious. They want to build all communities. Esau, they're gonna come for you, man.
You're a target.
You're a target. It's against his interests.
Because that's when you being self-governed, that's like saying that you own something.
Yeah.
What's the part of that motto for this fourth industrial revolution? That you
will own nothing and be happy.
Be happy. That's it. You will own nothing and be happy, man.
But then allow your digital shit.
Yeah. Like you can't own any minerals, they said, no plants, of course no houses, you know, of course no cars, everything gonna be within a 15-minute distance. So if your job is outside like 20 miles per se, you would have to quit your job and get with the system. There's no way of life.
That's prison.
Yeah.
Straight up.
Prison planet.
Yeah. It's a prison planet.
You know? All the plants is crazy. The minerals, man, your body needs minerals.
So they must know there's something important about those plants.
Yeah.
You can't own them.
Yeah, because plants, it brings back insanity. Scientists did a study in Illinois, in Chicago, and they basically observed that people who lived in like apartment buildings, they had a brick window, like you know how you look outside, there's another apartment building, you're more likely to be confrontational than somebody who will look out the window and see nature. So nature actually makes you sane, all right? So people are more sane, or they're more balanced, they got plants in their house, man. As opposed to somebody you're in the concrete jungle, man.
Yeah, that's it.
You know?
Pretty much Esau Edom saying the earth is his and you can't have it, you know?
Yeah. We'll use digital shit. We're gonna have the actual organic earth.
They're gonna have the organic earth. That's
Yeah.
what they're saying.
And this is the book of Psalm 124:1. If it had not been the Lord, Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahushua, who was on our side, now made Israel safe. If it had not been the Lord, Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahushua, who was on our side, when men rose up against us, then they have swallowed us up quick. When their wrath was kindled against us, then the waters had overwhelmed
That show you, man, that when Jacob's trouble comes, Esau Edom is aiming to exterminate Jacob, man.
That's right.
You know? So it's gonna be a Lord's mercy. That's why the scriptures say, except these days are shortened, there should no flesh be saved, man. Like this man about to go in, like the type of diseases he's gonna release that people never even heard of. You know,
creatures.
Creatures newly created. With that's in the wisdom of Solomon. They really got that, man. You know, different species that they didn't mess with. You know, they're gonna release them. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna need divine intervention, man. You know, but as spirit, because while we was out here teaching, I saw a truck that passed with license plate. It said protected on it.
Yeah, and what's a drone to a chariot, man?
Yeah.
You gonna say something, bro?
I was thinking about like ever since when this so-called Pope opened these, these portals, I think it was like the latter part of last year.
Right.
Like things have been so dismal in this day and time, man. Like everything's just off. It's a low vibration out here even more now.
Yeah, it is.
You got people, like so many people upload videos now on social media saying that they can feel something is about to happen, like something terrible is about to happen, or like it's a pending doom coming, you know? Yep, so back in Psalm 124:4, then the waters have overwhelmed us, the stream have gone over our soul.
Yeah, and that's the thing too. Esau Edom is so proud because he knows that Satan is on his side, man. You know? But the Heavenly Father gonna call back Satan, you know? And you can only do so much, but it's gonna get bad though. It's gonna get bad, but at the same time, why do you have about shop in scripture? Esau Edom can only do so much, you know? But you're those proud waters, man, in the form of troops. You know, it's gonna be dispatched in these inner cities, man. You know? To deal with Jake, to deal with these wild animal niggas, man. You know, you see the way Jake is, man, like, this is definitely Esau Edom's creation, because you dealing with people you can't reason with, man. That's why it's to the point to where we want to get away from Jake, you know, because of the way, what Esau Edom did to him, man. You know?
Anything dealing with negative energy, man, and it's a big session to the spirit, for real.
And even you middle class niggas, we watch you too, man.
Come on.
Cause y'all feel adultery, y'all got y'all.
They got their
shit
way too.
Yeah. But you know, Esau really had it with the urban jakes, man. It's really witchcraft laden with Jake, man. Witchcraft and technology, that's Esau's recipe, man. Sorcery and technology. That's his shit, man. Yeah, flaming hot Cheetos, that's part of Esau's sorcery, man. Kool-Aid, yeah, that's part of Esau's sorcery. Straight up sugar. Then Jake turned 40 and have a heart attack. He doesn't know where it comes from. You know?
Yeah, cause all these different foods, they're mind altering. Like drugs. You know?
And a lot of you rappers that we looked up to, y'all niggas was actors.
Yeah.
I don't know where y'all used to even like old school boy rappers, man, like from the 2000s and shit. Like we hear y'all rap y'all off on pimp whole shit. Then we hear y'all in an interview. That's like a college professor. Yeah. Some of you niggas are actors.
Yeah, Bon B.
Come on, that's what came to mind. But we hear you in the interview, you sound like a college professor, man. Yeah. Y'all were selected, man. You guys were selected for the sorcery of our people, man.
This
for the
dude,
mind control.
what's his name? Future. He said he don't even do drugs.
Yeah. Even that dude Nardo Wick, right? You know, he don't smoke, he don't drink, right? But when these dudes with the rapper, they sound like zombies. Like it's like they selected you to be the Frankenstein. Well, we need different Frankensteins to influence Jake, man. You know? Like y'all sound lifeless, 21 Savage. You sound lifeless, man. You know?
This nigga father's like a doctor or something like that.
21 Savage.
Yeah, from the UK.
He was selected, man.
Verse 5, then the proud waters have gone over our soul.
And that's how you know talking about Esau. What's his name?
Proud waters.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
You watch those different films like Spartacus, anything dealing with the ancient Roman Empire, they show those different Roman armies. When they came like floods. You know, when they came for the enemies, man, those different legions,
spirit.
you know? So it's like a flood, you know? So this new way of this modified Rome, which is America, how much more in this day and time when they're gonna come like a great flood? You know?
Yeah, Isaiah 59:19. So shall they fear the name of Yahweh from the west, and his glory from the rising of the sun.
And yeah, and you know, and that's for Kemp to say that we don't have a name. That name is gonna be our defense. You know? Yeah.
When the enemy shall come in like a flood, the spirit of Yahweh shall lift up a standard against him. And that standard can be spiritual power, and it can be a or that surrounds us. Hey, but we're gonna have a standard nonetheless, man.
Yeah, and it's a spirit because we gonna need something. You know, we gonna need something to be protected, man.
Yep. The type of weaponry Esau is coming with this AI, like the Lord's putting us in the position to be pretty much like defenses. So that way we can only count upon Yahweh Basha no shot. You know,
it's totally off the grid.
Yeah, totally off the grid, man. Like we really gonna need divine intervention. Once all coming to this place very soon.
And most of us is born and raised on the grid. You know?
All we know.
So we get off the grid, like you said, we're gonna need Yahweh, man. Yeah. But you know, I've learned a pattern. I've learned speech from a pattern. The Most High set it up to where he gonna deliver you. Yeah, you can make preparations, and it's good to make preparations. But a lot of times he disappoints you in preparations just to show you, like, no, I'm gonna feed you.
That's why his name is Yahweh.
His name is Yahweh, man. So it ain't gonna be I'm so smart that I was from my own intelligence, I delivered myself. So the Most High is gonna set it up to where it's plain as day that he delivers you.
Yeah, because you may not get around those particular supplies, that little provision you got.
Yep.
You might be somewhere else. You know?
Man, you got people that got $20,000, $20,000, $30,000 prep studios, prep rooms, just for them to be at work with a bullshit affair.
Then these dummies put it out there to the open for everybody to see. You already know you already marked by Esau's government.
Yep.
You marked by Esau's government, and you got neighbors that's gonna be starving. You got neighbors that's gonna, when people go in survival mode, shit, an American.
What Jerusalem said, when people lose it, they lose it.
Because a human ain't nothing but an animal. Human nature, animals, they survival is kill or be killed.
It's Jeremiah 29:11. For I know the thoughts that I think toward you, said the Lord, Yahweh Shai, thoughts of peace and not of evil to
Yeah,
give
and then
you.
let's see you elect out there, man. Because we speaking about how Jacob's trouble is for the purging of our nation. That's the purge away, you know, the wicked among our people. But as far as you elect, you know, y'all serving the Lord, man. You know, so the Heavenly Father has thoughts of peace towards you. You know, so that's gonna really you know, keep you stable in these times, man. You know, knowing that ultimately, hey, you serve the Lord, man. You know, hey, and ain't nothing nothing can be compared to a peace of mind, man. You know, especially these days. You know, because the way you see the average American, you know, the way that they're gonna run into these stores, you know, the food running out, you know what I'm saying, the way, you know, they're gonna be at as far as, you know, thinking about, you know, their families and whatnot.
The sunroof. The sunroof.
You know, like so going into what Esau's going to do, these people so convenient off the, you know, just the American way of life, the normalcy, but Esau's going to do is going to pull away the flesh. Yep. Like you said, these people are already animalistic. They're not governed by anything, by laws, statutes, commandments. So they're going to give in to this beast system. They're already partakers of it right now. They worship the image of the beast for the holidays, you know, this different way of life, this American way of life, you know, this mirror after the pagan Roman Empire. So they already partakers of the image of the beast. So how much more is Esau really put that effort in so they can go ahead and accept that mark?
Yep.
And these people going to be willing participants.
Time, bro, and going to that full image, it began with you know, with this American way, you know, which once again, you know, this is Rome coming back. It's patterned after Rome, you know, so Americanization, you know, but also you know, fully going into the New World Order. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, Apostle Barbara speaking about that, you know, that's really what the image of the beast is going into. You know, because, you know, America's doing something that ancient Rome didn't fully accomplish. You know, what Esau Edom today is doing something that Rome didn't fully do. You know, bringing about a new world order. You know, and that's why they're gonna implement that corruption. You know, and we have the perfect, you know, cabinet, you know, to do it.
It's weather strange. It went from being 30-some degrees this morning, about 60 degrees. It's just randomly raining and it stops raining. It's weird, man.
Everything is off.
Everything is off, man. Esau could be sending chemicals down here with the rain, man. You know?
Like you just brought to by Esau's NWO. What Trump keep bragging about, the golden age?
You keep saying it.
Yeah, so we think about back in the Greek Empire, they were trying to do a golden age. And even the Roman Empire, this was called Pax Romana, or Pax Romana. And that was considered as a golden age they were trying to implement. So, you know, Esau, he's really about to really be in full control of this, you know, this so-called golden age right now. Building this AI governance, you know.
He doesn't want Rome to go down. He wants to continue a golden age. Man.
So the same spirit is coming back in the process called reincarnation. You know? Isaiah 10:5. O Assyrian, the rod of my anger.
Esau, and the rod of his anger, the Most High is going to manifest. He's going to channel his anger through a nation of people called Esau, metaphorically classified as the Assyrians. All right?
And the staff in their hand is my indignation.
Yeah, karagma, man. And that's going to be a mark of death. You take the karagma, that's your token of death. That's your token that I'm with these people, man. Go ahead.
We did, and also, like, you know, like you said, in the Most High whooping stick. Yeah. So, you know, the way they're gonna punish Jake, I know, staff they can represent their wrath pretty much.
Yeah, you know? And that staff is what? Martial law. Stormtroopers, man. That's what they say, man. You start gonna come with a force.
The draconian legislation.
Come on, man. Yeah. We still got weapons, man. Man. Jacob here showing how fast he can unload a gun. He He showed how fast he pull a gun out his drawers and top. Esau pushing guns out there, man.
Yeah, that's the thing. They don't even gotta show up.
They gotta show up, man. Oh, you know you back in the spirit world.
So look into the word of staff in the blue letter, it says, and rod, rather for chastity, ruling a scepter, and also goes into figuratively a support of life. Example given, bread.
Wow. But like you said, it goes to the carotid too. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but wow. You know, because this man, he feeds you. You know?
It's a scripture that goes to, I think it's in Ezekiel, the Lord's going to break their stuff and bread. You know? Because who in control of the food supply right now? We saw him. So he's going to cause these so-called engineered families that's going to happen.
That's heavy too. He's cool that the Heavenly Father making them do it.
Yeah.
Like the Heavenly Father gonna make them bring that device, you know. But yeah, I was gonna look for that for you, bro. The whole the staff of bread.
Okay.
Because look, man, the carotid, that's the entrance into the new world. Or it's gonna be a great reset with the closing of one world, one way of living. All right, and the carotid is gonna be your access, all right, into the new world, man. You can enter into a new, you can get your normalcy back, all right, through this carotid.
Artificial salvation.
Artificial salvation. You go right back to the processed hot dogs, the fake Taco Bell, the played out quarter, you know, the loose booty order, all right, in your Netflix, man. All right?
The book of the prophet Ezekiel, chapter 5 and verse 16. Okay, bro. Ezekiel chapter 5 and verse 15. So it shall be a reproach and a taunt and instruction and an astonishment unto the nations that are round about thee, when I shall execute judgments in thee in anger and in fury and in furious rebukes. I Yahweh have spoken it. When I shall send upon them the evil arrows of famine, which shall be for their destruction, and which I will send to destroy you, and I will increase the famine upon you, and will break your staff of bread.
But I believe your shooter just said earlier tonight that you believe that the way most eyes going to punish Jake is going to be a painful, slow death. What better way to painfully, slowly unalive Jake? What better way is except for famine, man? Famine is the best way to painfully unalive somebody, man.
Hey, was you called out in the spirit like a while back? Cause we was like, you would think Jake would start like like riots and things of that sort, like they hoes in the LA fires and things of that sort. And you said, well, really gonna get Jake, and they take away their food.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah. That's when Jake really gonna turn to, animalistic behavior.
We see that in Jackson, man. We used to work at a certain store, and one day there's no water on the shelf.
Yeah.
They fight in the morning time. It's 6 o'clock in the morning. The first customers are fighting. Just 1 hour of not having water on the shelf. So just imagine days and weeks of not having water, no food, no rice. And you got little ones?
It's like an experiment.
Yeah.
Like, see how these people gonna react one day without water.
Yeah.
And you see the videos like happened years ago on YouTube, like Esau do something to the food stamp system, and they can't use their food stamp. You saw how he reacted on the news.
Oh, yeah, they do.
You know?
But Esau raised you like a fucking animal in his zoo. That's not natural to depend on no food stamps for your family. Now we all, hey, use the world not abuse you, brother. Well, hey, well, you're not supposed to purposely be making babies on food stamps, man. So that's a snare. You felt that Esau's a cunning hunter. Now that's a whole fraction of our nation of people are just gonna really get that carotid to keep those benefits going, man. All right.
Alright, so back in Isaiah 10 and 5. O Assyrian, the rod of my anger, and the staff in their hand is my indignation. I would send him against a hypocritical nation, and against the people of my wrath will I give him a charge.
The most high people, right? That's a hypocritical nation, man. All right.
And against the people in my route, where I give him a charge to take the spoil and to take the prey and to tread them down like the mire of the streets.
Yep. Hey, basically, Esau's gonna run through you. Esau has been commissioned by the Most High to do so. All right.
Wow.
And the scripture says, "Touch not my anointed, do my prophets no harm." And that goes to the 1/3 of his people, the prophets. But you could do it 2/3 of his people harm, man. Because like you said, they went against the prophets in the ancient world. They said, "Let this blood be upon our children." Now I know that they would be used. Remember that.
They wasn't spiritual enough thinking that, okay, you put a curse upon yourself in future time.
In future times, man, because you are your great grandkids. You cycle back from spirit world to earth, from spirit world to earth. All right, after the third, fourth generation, man. So now you're about to receive that blood, man, upon yourself and your children, man. That's gonna be gruesome, man. And like Akil said, when we power pop, you're gonna be some stuff you're gonna see. It's gonna make it hard for you to smile. Hell yeah.
All right, I got it for you, bro. It's the book of Lamentations, chapter 4 and verse 9. They that be slain with the sword are better than they that be slain with hunger, for these pine away.
And like I said, the worst death is a slow, painful death, man, of hunger. Because your body is going to basically go into like an autoimmune, it's going to eat itself to sustain itself, man. And you're going to be super primal, man. Things you're going to do for food, man. All
I
right?
forgot like the process of it, like you're gonna start doing like the fats,
Yeah.
like the muscle tissues.
Yeah, that's how Esau manipulates your lose weight. You go on a keto diet, you don't have any carbs, so your body goes straight to the fat. You go like what they call it, ketosis. Yeah, but a lot of you get damaged because after you burn so much fat, your body starts eating up the organs, the muscle tissues. All right, so imagine that happens in family. First, you use all your carbs, you burn that shit off, looking for food. Then you go into your fat reserves. After you burn your fat reserve, your body starts eating up your muscles, man. You know, start eating up your organs, man. You fucking start dying, man.
Going into a state of delusion.
State of delusion, man.
Ain't gonna play with it. They that be slain with the sword are better than they that be slain with hunger. Because at least with a sword, it's faster.
You know, a lot of you niggas got diabetes, high blood pressure, a lot of you are on dialysis. All right, motherfucker got all types of diseases, and you starving on top of that. You're a little bit starving. You know,
So I've been prophesying about like a cyber pandemic. So they put this plug, man. You know what they call it? It's another name too. They call it today, like market term. Like blackout. I forgot the name of it. But when they, put a plug for this system, the main people gonna go first. Like these people hooked up to these machines.
Yep.
You know, like you said, like these diabetics.
Yep. Dialysis.
Yep. Yeah, my bitch say dialysis.
Yeah. Oxygen machine.
Oxygen machines. You know, and then think about people already like a mid-air in the plane, something like that.
Yeah.
They put that system.
The planes are already crashing. Esau already has planes crashing. So just imagine when they unplug this system and unplug the grid.
You got these new model cars, it's programmed to you to get new model cars. So, it's already, it's linked up to this system. So you're on the highway going like 70, 80 miles, and all of a sudden your car is stopped. Just think about how many casualties will happen after that.
What's that movie?
You're well behind.
You're well behind.
Texas.
Come on, man. And then those planes are falling out the sky. Yeah, those planes are falling out the sky, man. You know, it's gonna get ugly out here, man. It's gonna be hard for you to smile. You know?
Right, bro.
But we're visionaries. And we walk by faith and not by sight. So we're gonna look within our mind's eye. Whether we in the sea camp, in the fucking woods, in the fucking house, we're gonna go by the kingdom that the Most High has planted within our mind's eye. And that's the light at the end of the tunnel. Despite what we physically see around us at that moment, we're gonna go by that vision that's within our mind's eye, man. You know?
Expect miracles too.
Expect miracles, man. Don't worry about tomorrow. We're just gonna take it day by day.
And it's gonna be really like the last time that how about Shema really gonna show himself.
Yeah, right.
Through these miracles,
Yeah.
he's gonna do it through his men.
Egypt reloaded.
He gonna show a lot of power. Like I said, this will be the last time you do it.
In the country he does it in,
America's all different empires in one.
Yeah. And it's the most watched country as far as like what's going on earth. This shows you this is their main place of judgment.
Because everybody watches America, and America doesn't watch everybody else. Everybody knows about American politics. We don't know about Christian politics, Spanish politics. We know about our shit.
That's why Americans don't care to learn more than one language.
Nope.
Like, because everything's happening here.
Yep. Everybody has to learn English.
Yeah.
Like I said, America's where it's all, where this is the main character on earth.
Can't make it up. No, you got it.
And this Revelation 18:23. And the light of a candle should shine no more at all in thee. To show you that America's like that beacon of light to these other nations. Everybody knew about 9/11.
Right.
9/11 made the whole world stop and stare.
Oh, yeah, bro.
And the voice of the bridegroom and the bride should be heard no more at all in thee. For thy merchants were the great men of the earth. For by thy sorceries were all nations deceived.
Westernization was sorcery.
Yeah.
Look how it turned out nations, man.
You got democracy. That's a damn sorcery.
A lot of nations fell for democracy. At the beginning, a lot of nations fell for Christianity. A lot of the nations really fell for feminism. To where you feel like you're really doing something wrong to give a baby at 22.
And that's straight up sorcery. Feminism. And then videos coming out. Our brothers in Charlotte, North Carolina, pretty much getting on Eve, showing how what's that chick's name? Is it Gloria Steinem? Yeah. It's straight up set up by the CIA. So feminism sorcery. But that article showed like so many women, even if they are privy to the information, they're not gonna let it go.
That's true. That's real shit. Because they got power. They have freedom. A woman could get in her Nissan Altima and drive off somewhere. She can go to the club, go to the bar. She can get on birth control and fuck for another decade or so. She can get an abortion.
And that shows you that's the spirit of Eve, all that they did. But we say when the serpent showed her, it was pleasant to her eyes, but she couldn't let it go, man. That's one thing about exposure. Like when you see something for the first time and your mind gravitates toward it, it's like a new high. And she keep chasing it, man. That's why Eve, in this situation, she set up within Esau's realm. She power tricks.
Eve really thinks she owns something.
Yeah.
And she really looked down the alley like, you ain't shit. Well, like a lot of you bitches, because I'm not gonna lie. It's been on my spirit, like how Eve be talking to Jay, but a lot of y'all women gonna be laid out with squirrels on the road. Y'all gonna be roadkill like a fucking stretched out possum, man.
Hey, that's the spirit of Yahweh Bashim Hashem and different brothers. Just like you stated, multiple brothers in the spirit, with the apostles, the bishops, all of them, they're doing the same thing. All these spiritual warnings is going against Eve right now in this day and time. So that's the Lord speaking out before the impending judgment comes upon them, man.
That's right.
We can't necessarily say how Jay gonna be during the time of Isaiah 4, but brothers made some funny comments. One brother had said, I don't care how much they beg me, the answer is no. But it just show you how much damage Eve did. Like Jay don't even care no more, man.
Eve did damage to Jay's psyche.
Yeah.
Even going back to middle school, high school.
Yep, facts, bro.
Eve might have snapped on you in public. Trump, you know what I mean? Eve, you might have got so-called cheated on in middle school, high school. Like, it's certain, Eve, I don't want that ugly boy like this.
And them memories remain with you, bro.
Stay with you, bro. It's something about Eve, man. But I believe Eve is a slave handler. How the Most High set this thing up. And Dr. Shabazz Ali, she was basically saying Esau, the so-called white man, he's there to systemically oppress Jay. The so-called black woman is there to, psychologically oppress you. She's there to psychologically oppress you on a domestic level, man. That's why Jay around Eve, got low self-esteem, man. You more than that matriarch, you just dealt with nigga with it, you got low self-esteem. The operative word itself, you can't be yourself around.
She's there to keep you in prison.
She's there to keep you in the mental, she's a handler.
Yeah.
She's there to keep you in your Frankenstein state. What type of niggas is she like? She's here to keep you in a Frankenstein state, man. Alright? The moment you step outside of that, now you're not attracted to it. Now you're not attracted to it.
Another Apostle Bar did a response video to Brothers in Charlotte. The video. And one of the Jason coming was on Apostle Bar's channel. He had wrote Eve is the doppelganger of Esau, or Adubium. I looked into the word doppelganger. It says a ghostly double of a living person.
Damn.
You know, so they show you what you just say in the spirit, man.
Yeah, she's a fucking handler. Like, if you're a musician, if you're an artist, a lot of times the industry is sending a handler around you. Even Arnold Schwarzenegger had a handler. When you go into MK Ultra, his artists, he saw artists as handlers to make sure you're in a certain mode. You know, and you gotta answer interviews like a certain question. And you, like when dudes get interviews, they have a handler with them, but the camera's never on the handler. But Esau uses Eve as a handler to keep you psychologically in a certain mode, man.
Right? It's all about keeping Jay controlled.
Yeah, keeping Jay controlled, man.
Damn, bro.
It is really Satan working through that bitch, man. If you don't point, man. Really the spiritual even Satan working through her, but she's down to mentally oppression.
And that's heavy because when she was in the garden, she made that covenant with death.
Yep. She made a covenant.
That's it, it's Satan, man. Through his physical counterpart to their side, Esau Eve.
I had somehow Eve ain't gonna get no help any times, you know, when they I'm gonna read it for you. Yeah. This is 2nd Ezra chapter 16 and verse 33. The virgins shall mourn, having no bridegrooms. The women shall mourn, having no husbands. Their daughters shall mourn, having no helpers.
Yeah, so it's going to like a lot of Jake, you know, when they be so-called, what's the word? When we carried out to these wars, World War III, a lot of them gonna die out there, man. So we're gonna leave a lot of single women here.
All my single ladies, all my single ladies.
They just had a mixture, they showed like a single mixture that was having this day of time, not too long ago. Man, it was just number of Eve there, no men in sight. These men, hey, they pretty much giving up on Eve nowadays, man. You know, they watch a lot of these so-called red pill videos, things of that sort. And a lot of people like, hey, just forget it, man. I'll take my chance overseas.
But you say working squeak?
Yeah, it's not working anymore. A lot of these women, they feeling it now. They coming out to the forefront of social media saying, hey, a lot of men not chasing us like how they used to. A lot of, hey, the Lord's putting that spirit upon out. It's like a masculine spirit is going out throughout the whole earth now, man.
And that put the woman in the spirit of chasing them. First men were chasing, but now Eve got chased.
And men chasing their purpose.
Yep.
First of all, this purpose is this truth. Then you got hobbies and passions, man. What I learned as a Jake, as a man, is feel good about yourself. Do things that make you feel good to increase your morale. This society has broken your morale. Like you, bro, feel like brothers, like us, me. It broken your fucking morale, your confidence, man. So do things that make you feel like you're the shit, make you feel good, you're royal, you're regal, man.
Self-care.
Self-care. You know?
We always talk about, hey, Eve does it.
Eve does it, man. Eve get her nails done, all that shit.
Maybe I can let the desire of a good day overpass
She
too.
not, man.
Go to the spas.
Yeah.
You know, things of that sort.
Go to the fucking, and hit the gym, eat clean to the best of your ability, get your toes clean, get that dirt out your toes, get that Asian lady, that Moabite that thing your feet, while you get that chair massage at the same damn time. Hey, because when you do good to yourself, you feel good, and the core of an Israelite man is feeling good about yourself, man.
Yeah. We'll be the gods of the earth.
We're the guys of the earth. You see, it reminds me of a lion walking through his territory.
I was thinking about it. Man, spirit. That's why spirit been on brothers to like walk in parks.
Yeah.
Like brothers go for walks. You get their steps in.
Yeah.
You know.
Get your steps in, man. The earth is our freaking charger. It charges us up, man. Here, close it out with this last scripture, bro.
Okay.
This is Lot 14 and 11. It says, my son, according to thy ability to do good to thyself, and give the Lord Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai his due offering.
Yep. Do good to yourself, man. So part of our healing is learning how to self-care, man. You know? And not, you know, not look at Eve like she the ish, but really, man, you're a son of Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai. So-called Black, Hispanic, and Native American man, you're the I ams of the earth.
Priest of the power.
The priest of the power, man. The prince of the power, man.
Right, man. Right.
You're those walking lions, man.
Right.
All right, but with that, y'all had anything to say? Hope your brothers and sisters were edified. If you want to give out any glory to it.
Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai Bahashim Hamdash.
We want to give double honors to our elder apostles and elder bishops of the great minister of the well, as well as peace and blessings, health and wellness to the house of the elect. Abba,
Abba.
Shalom.
Shalom. I'm close to yours.
Okay.